Hello and welcome back. Thanks for joining me, and today I'm going to pick this little bugger. This has really been a thorn in my side since I started picking lever locks a few weeks ago. The reason being is because everyone says that the Squire 440 is an easy beginner lock, and for that reason I assumed I'd probably pick this one open first, certainly before picking open locks like this, which certainly seem a bit more intimidating in comparison. But in fact the opposite was true, and I've only just opened this one yesterday for the first time, which has been it's kind of been my nemesis. But the reason is, as with a lot of lever lock picking, tensioning is key. And what I had been using for this one, it came with one key, and with lever locks obviously you can make a tensioner out of the key, but this one only had the one key, and I didn't really want to sacrifice that in order to get this one open. So I thought, well, I'll make one. So I just fashioned this tensioner here, and this is from a nail at a similar diameter. I put this little post in, and it seemed to work well. I mean, in as much that it feels like it's tensioning. But try as I might, light tension, heavy tension, putting it in and pulling the lever pack forward, it just didn't open, and I didn't know if the problem was with the tensioner, with the picks I was using. But I think the problem was with this tensioner, and I don't know, without taking this one apart, exactly why this tensioner in particular didn't work with this lock. Because it really seemed to do the job. Anyway, the other day I made this tensioner, which is silver soldered. It's very similar to the original one. The post's a little bit shorter. That might be it. The post's a little bit thicker. That might be it. I don't know. Anyway, since using this one, I came home with it yesterday, popped it in, heavy tension, and this one just fell open, and it was actually quite an easy lock. So I'm going to pick it today, and then I can tick it. Oh, I've got the bloody tensioner stuck. And then I can tick it off my list. As I say, it's not really a difficult pick. Let's get a voice over while I'm talking. Not a difficult pick. It does take some really heavy tension, which is kind of strange, because I have found with just like the mortise locks, like something like that, they seem to take some really light tension. But the opposite is true with this. But for whatever reason, let's get the right tensioner. That's the one. Yeah, for whatever reason, this one takes the heavy tension, and that seems to get the job done. So let's get him well secured in there. Pop the pick wire in, which the pick wire does get stuck in this quite easily when you when I do get it open. Right, compress the lever pack, always an important step. A really heavy tension on this one, and just pushing up those levers. And it's only got 4 levers, as it says on the front there, and there's no false gates, so it should really be quite an easy pick. So it's just been really frustrating that I've struggled with it. I just couldn't seem to get anything out of it, and even when I let off the tension, sorry, concentrate on what I'm doing. Even when I let off the tension, you couldn't hear levers drop. I think really the tension I was using, for whatever reason, maybe it was getting caught up in the lock somehow. But yeah, since putting this new tensioner in, it seems to open up reasonably quick, which it's not going to do near, of course. Come on. Felt a little bit of movement there, which says we're probably on the right path, and a little bit more. There we go, and we got him open. So yeah, really pleased to get this one ticked off the list. I think that when I started, let's try and get these tools out. Easier said than done. There we go. Yeah, when I started lever lock picking, I was all enthusiasm, and I had a bunch of locks and not a lot of tools, and I really kind of hit a wall in the first week, because I think it's because the tools I had just didn't work. So as with a lot of lever locks, tensioning is key, and having a whole bunch of tensioners, which I've now amassed, as I've been learning, and a whole lot of different sort of pick wires of different lengths and thicknesses really help. So yeah, pleased to get this one ticked off the list. Thanks for picking with me today, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.